an important committee on the council, and that's the Fire and Criminal Justice Committee. So I've seen firsthand how the fire department, more so than probably any other family, experienced the hardship and the loss that September 11th brought. All the firefighters, there were 343 firefighters that day. And today you're going to see how firefighters and other people who are New Yorkers have gone out to help other people in need. We were hit hard on September 11th, and we're a city that knows that we're always going to be vulnerable. It could be we're vulnerable to terrible people doing terrible things like terrorist attacks, or we're vulnerable to natural disasters. And your principal, Mr. Bishop, was talking about how just this morning on the news you could see how terrible tornadoes are twisting through the middle of our country. And how, if you remember in September and the end of August, right before school started, we were worried in New York that a really bad hurricane was going to hit. So you always have to be conscientious that we are vulnerable, even though we're safe from day to day, but we have to pay attention and always work together. One thing we saw after September 11th that we see a lot of times after horrible incidents is that people come together, and the very best of people is shown. That very selflessness, that giving, caring, and that's so much about who we are today as New Yorkers, no matter how old you are. And I was surprised to learn that it was a 5-year-old that came up with the idea. So even if you're in the 5th grade, you probably may not know this, but you have good ideas, and you have the ability to make a difference. So I think you're very lucky because you're going to see this movie that most people haven't seen yet. It's like a premiere review, and hopefully afterwards, I'm not going to be able to stay for the whole movie, but we'll stay in touch, and you could write my office, and come back, and we can have a real discussion about the movie and how we could work together as a community to help people in need. 5th graders, or however old you are, and together, I'm here to work with you and your principal and the wonderful staff here at PS88. So thanks for having me here today. It's good to see everybody.
Everybody hear me? Yeah. The microphone thing just doesn't work for me anymore. My name is Jimmy Sands. I'm a firefighter in the New York City Fire Department. I grew up in this neighborhood. Let's everybody give a big clap for that. Right now I work in Howard Beach, which is kind of way down that way. Oh, you can't hear me? No. Right now I work in Howard Beach, Queens, all the way down to the beach. Myself and about 60 to 70 other New York City firefighters have been volunteering with this group since 2003. We do this on our own time, and you know why? It helps everybody. A lot of the firemen that were part of 9/11, these guys, they needed something to help them. So it was a very difficult time. When you guys watch the movie, you're going to see a bunch of firefighters. One of the firefighters in there, Jamal, he's currently retired, and you're going to see him in there. Another firefighter in there, Brian Patrick, he's still a firefighter. He works in the Upper West Side of Manhattan at 76 and Labs 22. I'm in there, and you can laugh when you want to because I'm just a big kid. But nobody's laughing. You can laugh, it's okay. Anyway, Scott actually made the movie, and Scott followed us around from Groesbeck, Texas, to Little Sioux, Iowa, all over the place, in Greensburg, Kansas. Made us wear microphones for all kinds of things that we were saying, and we still hear all kinds of jokes to this day. But when you guys watch the movie, keep an open mind. Some of you guys might be sad when you see it. And if you guys feel the need to cry, I can tell you, I cry every time I watch this movie, but it's a good cry, it's good tears. Basically, we want everybody to pay it forward. You know what that means? Everybody know what pay it forward means? You guys do one good thing for somebody, that person's going to do something good for somebody else, that person's going to do something good for somebody else, and everybody's going to do good things. So Tracy Mitchell, she's in charge of the 9/12 Generation Project. If she wants to speak and explain what that is, there you go. But I hope you guys enjoy the movie.
Hey guys, I'm just going to say things you're going to see a guy named Charlie Vickers. He's my uncle and my godfather, and he was the construction worker who led the cleanup and recovery project at Ground Zero. I was 13 on 9/11, and the events of 9/11 really shaped basically my entire life. I grew up in the New York metro area. My family was very close to 9/11 tragedy. I had a lot of friends who lost parents. And for me to be able to have the 9/12 Generation Project, which is to inspire kids just like you to go out and volunteer and pay it forward. We're hoping to hit 1.5 million kids in 3 years, and you guys are part of that 1.5 million. So we're so excited to have you guys, the local New York school, be part of our project. And we're going to ask you guys a couple questions after the film, but for now, let's just kick it off.
That's how they're recognized. Every year on these bills, I find a spot to write the name of Chagai Sheffi, who was my friend who died on September 11th. Just a way to say, yeah, he was here.
Help somebody that they don't even know. What do you think about that? It's nice? What do you think about that? Nice? Super duper nice. Amazing. How about back there? What do you think?
Brave.
Brave? I'm sorry? Inspire. That's the word I was looking for. Inspire. Happy, joyfulness. That's what the 9/12 Generation Project is about, guys and girls. It's about what happened on 9/11 and what happened the very next day. Like you saw in the movement, everybody in America came to New York to come help us in our time of need. So wherever there's a natural disaster, wherever somebody might lose their home, wherever something bad happens, wherever a child might get sick and we need to build a fishing dock for him while he's going through chemotherapy treatments. Well, you saw James and Eva's house. Do you know those folks James and Eva visited? They were taking care of wounded vets that defended and protected our country. And one of those vets died in that house when the tornado came through. Tornadoes don't really go through those factories. Just like the tornadoes that came through America last night and yesterday. There's homes that have to be built now. There's toys, there's clothing, there's things that we need to do to help these people because they helped us. This is what Pay It Forward is about. What do you think? Traveled 22 miles. That's tornado. And in Branson, we actually went to Branson. We know people in Branson. So, this is what, I need you guys homework assignment. Oh no, this is easy. This is an easy homework assignment. This is really, really simple. I'm not going to tell you what it's due, okay? You guys can go home when you have some time, before you go to sleep, take out a piece of paper and write down on paper what you can do to pay it forward, what you can do to help somebody that might need help. And bring it into your teachers. And maybe in a couple months or maybe in a couple weeks, we'll come back and see if you guys wrote. What do you think? That's easy enough, right? Yeah! So tonight when you go home, you're going to tell mom and dad, grandma and grandpa, tell your big brothers, tell your big sisters, tell your family what you guys saw today. Right?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It still goes on. We're going to North Dakota, I believe, this coming September 11th anniversary. We're going to build a ski lodge for a woman who was killed in Tower 2 in 9/11. You know what a bucket list is? They found, this woman's mother found a bucket list. She wanted to do something to help handicapped kids. So we're going to go there and build a handicapped accessible ski lodge in honor of her. It's coming September 11th anniversary. A ski lodge? Where you go skiing, you guys can go skiing on a mountain, but this is for disabled kids, so kids that can't stand, they'll be able to ski. So there'll be ramps all over the place. They'll have special equipment where they can go experience what it's like to go skiing. We'll shoot that skis on. A little louder. Does he? Wow. You get that? That's all that has. This is the trade center. That's your homework. You guys can do it? Yeah! So now when you guys get a little older, what are you going to do? What are you going to do tomorrow? You going to tell your friends outside of school what you guys saw today? Yeah! A really cool movie? Yeah. That's all about helping people. That's what it's about. Helping people. So you guys are going to tell all your friends, their friends are going to tell their friends and their family and everything. And maybe 3 or 4 years we'll see you guys in Nashville, Tennessee when we build a house. Or if we go to California, we build a house. Or we build a house in Long Island.
I've never gone anywhere except in Tennessee.
No, we haven't traveled outside the country. We've stayed in the country the whole time. Now, did you see when they opened up that flag on the field?
Yeah.
You heard what Julie was talking about with the flag? Yeah. Oh, there we go. One of the members of our group is going to Japan next week to bring the movie. And you saw the Pope. And you saw the Star of Hope, right? Me and Jamal, the guy in the movie, we went to Greensburg, Kansas. I think it was like 3 months after the tornado. 3 months after the tornado, and it was freezing cold. But we painted 220 wooden stars and stakes and staked them all around Greensburg, Kansas. And then sat at the school with all of the kids. And you know what the school was? Trailers. Because the school was destroyed. Their auditorium was one huge tent. We sat there and painted words on the stars. Hope, faith, we will rebuild. And then we went out and screwed all these stars to all the states. And that's just one of the things we do to pay it forward. That flag, myself, members from the FDNY, we traveled around the country last year and restored that flag. You saw how they put the American flags on there? We took those flags off and restored that flag so it looks like a real American flag again. Guess where that flag is going? It's going to be in the 9/11 Memorial downtown. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
You guys, when you go to the 9/11 Memorial, when it's hanging there, who knows? Anytime between now and then, you may even be able to have a chance to take a picture. Like all these people around the country did. That flag went to Pearl Harbor. You know what happened on Pearl Harbor, right? That flag was stitched on the back of the USS Missouri on Pearl Harbor Day by Pearl Harbor survivors. That flag was taken to Christina Taylor Green's funeral. You know who Christina Taylor Green is? She was a little girl who was killed in the shootings in Tucson, Arizona last year. She was born on 9/11. So we took that flag down there and had that flag hanging at the church when they brought Christina in for her funeral. Paying it forward. We helped that family out by doing one nice thing. So that's what you guys got to do tonight. Or tomorrow. Write down on paper. Yes? You hear that? This little lady's mom worked in the trade center 2 weeks before 9/11 and she was out of that building. Future firefighter, ladies and gentlemen. So what are you guys going to do tonight when you go home? Write down how you can pay it forward, how you can help somebody, right? Yeah. And you guys go on over here and go on 9/12 Generation Project. You guys remember that? Yeah. 9/12 Generation Project. .org. In Ridgewood, Kansas, because all of the buildings were destroyed, they had temporary trailers that were actually in school for the kids. So you go into one trailer and go to a class, and you go to another trailer and go to a class, while they cleaned it up and started to build the school. We didn't build the school, Greensburg built the school in time. Any other questions?
My dad, he saw the 9/11 crash, but he had to go home right away to see if we were okay.
Okay, you hear that? His dad saw the crash of the plane, and came right home to see his dad, see the family. Mr. Bishop?
Yes, thank you. I want to thank our special guests for being here. Being part of the community, being part of family and neighborhood, it's not just next door or around the corner, it's also all over the country, and even as we said, all over the world where we help people. So, but it also can be with a simple act of helping someone, helping a person like a senior citizen with their grocery bags, or helping somebody handicapped get across the street or something like that, where you can be a good citizen. It starts with one act or one thing that you can do. We try to teach that to you this day and your families do that also. I want to thank our special guests. I want to thank the gentleman